Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the series of learning C programming, we are discussing file handling in C. In the previous video, we have discussed how to read the contents of the file. In that video, we have discussed the working of two functions, f get C and f get S functions. Everything regarding these two functions have been thoroughly and monthly discussed in that video with the help of the example program. And in today's video, we are going to discuss one more concept, that is how to append, that is the append mode in file handling. A mode, or you can say append A mode in file handling. In today's video, we will discuss how to write on the file, how to append the contents of the file. That means the file in this mode, in this video, we will discuss in already existing file, how to modify the, how to increase, how to append the contents of that file. In this video, we will discuss if the file is already existing and how to increase, how to add the contents to that file. That we will discuss it in today's video with the help of the example very minutely and thoroughly. So today our topic is append mode in the file handling. For example, let's start. First of all, I will write here a program, simple program, and with the help of that program, we will discuss the append mode. For example, man and start. These are hard disk. How the working takes place in the background. These are hard disk. And suppose abc.txt is the file in the hard disk which I have already created there, our file, and the contents of the file is Yousuf. Now, this is our RAM, or you can say a primary memory. Now, what I want, what is our objective? Our objective is to append the contents of this file. That means we want to add the contents to this file. Here, for example, Yousuf, I want to add Sir in this file. So, in order to append the contents of the file, in order to add the new contents to the already existing file, that we have to open the file in the append mode. We have already discussed it in the previous video, the write mode and read mode. In the write mode, if we append this file in the write mode, what will happen there? The contents which are already present in the file gets erased, and the new contents are going to be written there. That means in write mode, it is like it is the sort of the overwritten. The previous contents are going to be overwritten and new contents are going to be written there. But we don't want there. We actually want that the contents which are already present in the file must retain there, and in addition to that, those contents, I want to add Sir in this file. That means my new must be SIR. Okay. Now, let us first write a program. For example, man, first, in order to, we have already discussed it in the previous video, in order to access the files in the hard disks, in order to perform an operation on the files, we need a file pointer. So, first we have to create a file pointer, file, which we have already discussed in the previous video many times, file, ptr, and initially, I'm initializing it with null. That is, ptr is this means that ptr is the pointer which contains the address of the file type variable. For example, this is our buffer, these are ptr, and this is our object file type, and this is the buffer. Here the contents are with its addresses are going to be stored here, and address of this is going to be stored here. These are the contents. We have already discussed it. It is working in the previous video many times. So file pointer ptr equal to null. After that, I will check if the file is already existing or not. First, we have to check if file already exists. Then we can append the contents on there. If not, then we have to create the file. We already know. First of all, we have to check. We have to open this file. We have to open this file. App open. Because we can open the app open is a function, file function, which is used to open a file, and it takes two arguments. First, the name of the file. What is the name of the file? In this case, name of the file is abc.txt, and in which mode we want to open that file. In this case, we want to open that file in append mode. That means A mode, and it will return a pointer address that will get stored in the file pointer. चूँकि अच्छी तस append mode पढ़ाएं, तो append mode क्या चुका रहा है काम? Append mode से चीज़ है इस already existing file आसी तब से इस content इस add करें. आज कोट पटनेस वीडियोस में write mode क्या को? Write mode उस मुझे है इस कैसे चीज़ file में लिखित या कहाँ ती file create करें. मगर ये लिस्ट तक में लेखान ची कहाँ नो चीज़ लेखान ची नो चीज़ तक में add ची करान. इस प्रोन आसान ची तकनस already existing content आसान सुझ गसान erase सुझ गसान delete को सुझ sort of overwritten गसान तकनस. But ये तंचे से आसान कि नसा आगु सच प्रोन ते रोलन तक में content बेगोस नो ये से आसान ते गोस तक में रोलन. For example, if अगर मैं से already a file abc.txt तो आसमुच में यूसुफ बस तक जैसा add काम sir वो that means बच्चे सन गश्ते चीज बेगोस रोलन अपने no content उसमें रोजा सो यूसुफ and sir यूसुफ sir रोशन. So I don't want only sir, but sir uses here. So in order to retain all the content, previous as well as the new contents, we have to open that file in the append mode. Till हम append mode उसमें सब file open करें. अगर मैं write mode उसमें कर, बाहर after start लिखे, but you already content सुगस erase. I told you use no work. In order to avoid that, here I am going to open this file in the append mode. Okay. Hope now you have understood now what append mode does and what is the difference between append and the write mode. So now it will open a file using abc.txt and load in the main memory, and it will return a pointer that will get stored in this PTR. Okay. After that, first of all, I will check whether there, for example, if due to some reason, this function fopen enables to load the contents of this file into the main memory. For example, due to some reason, this function fopen and fails to load the contents of this abc.txt, copy of this abc.txt into the main memory, then how we can edit its contents, how we can append the contents. So, first of all, we will check if ptr equal to null. That means then it will print me error, whatever the message I want to print. Print error and exit 1. That is it. That means if this function, fopen function, fails to load the contents of this memory, this file abc.txt into the main memory, that means it failed, then we cannot append the contents. We cannot perform any operation on that. That means the address, the PTR, because we have already told you that we can access the contents of we can perform the operations on the file by using the file pointer. So the file pointer actually this function returns the address of this file. But if it fails due to some reasons, then there will be a null, which I have already initialized by default null in that. If null is already there, that means it does not contain the address of this file, so we cannot perform any operation on that. So exit error, we cannot perform that. If it successfully loaded the contents, if it successfully opened this abc.txt, that means if it loaded this copy of this into the main memory, then what can be done? We can use, first of all, what we want to append. Yousuf, we want to add the sir. We want to add sir to this file. So this content, what we want to add, that must be stored somewhere in the memory. For that we have to declare a variable. For that we have to, here I am going to declare a variable, for example, here str30 or 20 whatsoever. That means here I have declared another variable of that string whose length is 30 characters. Then it's a buffer which will store this. Here I want to take this from the user. Printf enter the content you want. There's a prompt to append. For example, I want this content must be entered by the user. So here I have displayed the message, enter the content you want to append. And I can use any function. For example, here I am going to use gets str. Gets str. That means another variable is going to be here str. So str now contains this star. I have taken this input from the user by using this printf statement and get statement. We have already discussed it there. Get this function of gets function in the function videos which I have already uploaded. Now, for example, now I want to write these. There are the functions which I have already discussed in the previous video. App printf function, app getC function, app which the function is which we can use to write the contents into the file. Those which I have already discussed in the previous videos. Those functions include app printf function, app putC function, and app putS function. But app putC function can write only one character at a time. App putS function can write an entire string at a time, and app printf function is used to write their formatted output. So here I can write I can use app printf function and simply the name of their pointer, then the slash n, and the format specifier is %s, because the format specifier of this is %s, and similarly then the name of the variable. And we can also prompt another function printf successful operation. App close. And that is it. This is a program which will append their SAR, in this case SAR to this. Now the new content will display the message. So by this function fprintf, it will display the message now Yousuf Sir. Because here I have used the slash n. This is a new line character. Actually the cursor is here. When I use here slash n, the cursor will reach here, and after that it will append this sir. It will append the content on it. That means the output will be like this. So I hope now you have understood how to append the content to the file. How to append in file handling. Use of append A mode. What is A mode in file handling? क्योंकि file handling ये content that file with address already present आसान छे. यदि क्या करना कहूँ, for example, यदि आप file unfortunately file pointer आके तो मैं create a file pointer ptr is knowledge already आपको they could not string buffer care str30 because उस चीज में आपको append कारण से सूचना कुंजी पर स्टोर था तन खत्म बनो में str app open abc यदि open करने की file abc.txt in append mode. That means I want to add the content to the already existing file. If I I can also write the content in write mode as well. But in case of write mode, the already existing content will get erased. But I want that both the existing content and the new content must be in the file, must remain in the file. So I open this in append mode. First of all, here I have checked if ptr, that means if the pointer equal to null. That means if due to some reasons this ptr, this fopen function fails to load the contents of this file into the main memory or fails to open this abc.txt, then we cannot perform any operation on that file. So we have to exit. Otherwise, if it successfully opened file, if it then it will return this fopen abc.txt will return an address of the file abc, which will get stored in the ptr. Now this ptr contains the address. This ptr contains the address of this file. Okay. By using this ptr, we can now access this file as well. So here, printf enter the contents you want to append. Here I have displayed the message. I have prompted the message. Because I want to get the content from the user. I want that the user may enter the content. Whatsoever the user want to append, he may enter. I gave him the choice. Enter the content you want to append. Get C. In order to enter, we can say in order to input that content, I use a gets function. I can also use other functions as well. F get C, but in that case we have to use the loops. F get S we can also use, but here I have used it as simply gets function. Gets string. Whatsoever the user will enter, that will get stored in this str, which I have already there declared. After that, printf, this function fprintf is used to write the contents to the file, which we have already discussed in the previous video. Here I have used it's a pointer. Then here I have used the format specifier because percentage s is a format specifier for strings, and then str simply I can use it. So by using this function, the contents are going to be added to this file s. Now this file contains the Yousuf Sir. So this it will enter. Now it will print the Yousuf Sir complete Yousuf and Sir. Because here if I want that my output must be like this, Yousuf and Sir. So in that case I have to omit here /n. Actually what /n does, it takes the cursor into to the next line, new line. It's a new line character. After that I will print any message. Here I have successful operation and F close. And here I open the file, which I have already told you that after opening the file and performing the operation on that, we must close that file at the end by providing the argument as a file pointer. Here I have done that. So now I hope that you will understood what is append mode in file handling, or how we can append the contents of the file, how we can add the new contents to the already existing file. I hope now you have understood that. And I also now hope that you have understood what is the difference between the write mode, W mode and A mode. In the write mode, we can also add the contents to the file. We can also write the content, but the contents which were already present in that file gets erased when we enter new contents, when we write new contents on that file. In case of if we open the file in W mode. But if we want that both the contents which were already present in the file and new content that I want to add must be remain there. At that case, we should use this append mode. We should open that file in A mode. Okay? This is the main difference between the append and W. Otherwise they are to some extent same. W and A mode are to some extent same. The difference lies in that in the write mode, the contents which were already present in the file gets erased, and the new contents that are going to be written there remains there. But in append mode, both the old already existing contents and the new content that are going to be append there remain there. So I hope now you have understood this thoroughly, and in the next video, inshallah, we will discuss some more concepts, some more modes regarding this file handling. Till next video, take care. Bye bye.